A few years ago, I thought we would never go on a cruise. It was a little difficult for me to accept the fact that a bunch of people in my wife's family really wanted to. So we gave in, and now we've done a couple cruises all together, and I've honestly enjoyed them way more than I ever thought I would. So right here, I want to show you some of the highlights that are my favorite things about cruising. Over New Year's this year with my wife's family, we were able to take this massive cruise all over the Caribbean islands, and I'm going to use that to show you examples of the things I really love about cruising. One of the things that super surprised me is how much I like just being on the cruise boat. So let's get to it. And coming up, I really want to show you my favorite thing about cruising is something you will never get in any other way of travel. So stick with me and find out. Here we go.
Here we go. Seaside
number 2.
Yes.
The Caribbean.
Let's go.
Aquí vamos.
We're there.
Specifically, I want to show you the experience of being on the cruise boat here. It turns out that's probably my favorite part about cruising. Both the cruises we've done, the lobby areas have been absolutely beautiful. In the reflection of the top here, you can see the Swarovski stairs. You'll see a lot more of them in the video. One of the cool things on every boat is they kind of have different amenities and games and stuff like that. So on this one, the MSC Seaside, one of the cool things is they have a bowling alley and like a virtual reality video game studio. There's a Formula 1 racing game, like a really cool arcade. Of course, I think all the cruise boats have like really nice pools and outdoor bars and stuff like that. It's really, really fun. The MSC Seaside also has this cool like 50s American diner. All the different cruise boats have a different restaurant setups, and a lot of the restaurants are actually included with the all-inclusive. You just have to make an appointment for when you're gonna go. One of the things I think we've done right on both of the cruises we've done is we made sure to get a room with a balcony. There are some rooms on the cruise boats that are like caves with no windows, and some just have a porthole. It's really, really awesome to have a balcony, and you're gonna see why in just a little bit. To the left here is downtown Miami, and to the right is South Beach. It's a really, really cool view. Of course, the bathrooms always seem really small, but when you consider it's real estate on a boat, it's really not that bad. Well, up on the deck, you can see there's amazing pools. I think this boat had like 4 or 5 pools. There's a whole bunch of outdoor bars. There's a buffet that's like kind of halfway outdoors. Amazing ocean views and just like cool views from every direction. One of the coolest things about a cruise is since the boats are so big, you get a different perspective than you ever would in any other mode of travel. It's super amazing, and I can honestly see how people make a lifestyle of this. For me personally, I really like the freedom of having a car, and I could never buy into this being my only mode of travel, but I do really enjoy cruising. So obviously our cruise here started in Miami, and then the first port we went to is called Ocean Cay. It's like a little island in the Bahamas that was built by MSC specifically to service their cruises. It sounds like super inauthentic, but honestly it was really, really fun. Probably the prettiest beach you could possibly imagine. And it makes sense because it was literally constructed, like it's not a natural beach, but it is amazing. From there we went to the Dominican Republic, we visited Puerto Rico, and then the last we went to the capital of the Bahamas in Nassau. If you watch that video that I linked earlier, you'll see those places. And here as I highlight the cruise boat, I'd just say, honestly, to me, the coolest part about the cruise boat is simply the views you get from the deck when you're going in and out of those places. It's like so unique, it's insanely fun. The first time we went to Kotor, for example, we drove around the coast of Montenegro into Kotor. It's beautiful, it was really cool. But the second time we went, we took a cruise in, and it's a totally different experience. It's so fun to just hang out on the deck, and you get a unique perspective. If you're still here, you probably like the type of content I'm doing. I'd really appreciate it if you'd like and subscribe, and I'll do my best to make sure I'm always putting out quality content all the time. Another super fun part about cruising is the different shows and activities that go on. The 2 different companies that we've done had very different types of shows, and here in the MSC cruise, I would say like the singing and dancing stuff was by far the best. On Norwegian, the singing and dancing stuff was really cool, but I think I kind of preferred like the comedy show and stuff like that. So here's a little sample because it's fun.
Hold on to what we've got.
we are entering San Juan, and again, I just don't think you'd ever get this view any other way than cruising. This was actually in the morning, like immediately when we'd woken up. We hadn't even had breakfast or left our room yet. Right there you see we're passing the fortress on the left, and soon we're going to be headed through downtown. It's like a massive city in Puerto Rico. It was so cool. If you'd like to see the city of San Juan, it's really beautiful, and it's in that video that I linked earlier. As we were leaving the port, I don't know if it's because of sunset or what, it was so pretty, all the little tiny boats that are following us around. And the perspective of how tiny those boats are really shows you how unique this perspective is. By the way, we were able to pay for this cruise because my brother works with this MLM company called In Cruises. It really worked out awesome for us. Basically, you just save like $100 a month specifically for the cruises, and then when you go to purchase your cruise, your money doubles. If you're interested in all, you could throw it in the comments, and I'll go ahead and make sure you get hooked up with him. Of course, the cruise boat is totally different at night. Makes it a different experience and also really fun. And up there, that bridge you can see, I forget if they call it like the Infinity Bridge or something. You'll see it again in a little bit. It's really cool. Of course, we had to play a round of bowling as a whole family. And a bunch of people wanted to go do the zip line, which is really cool, just that the boat has a zip line on board. Super fun. Again, one of those unique experiences. You would never get that view and that experience any other way. So that was my brother-in-law, Luis, and then my brother, Jesus. If you've watched my other videos, you probably see him as a recurring character. Such a rad dude. Here's that Infinity Bridge again. Maybe not great if you're afraid of heights, but super fun, great views, and an amazing place to watch a sunset like we did when we were leaving Miami.
Playing like little kids. Like little kids! With music.
How was the toboggan?
It was amazing. It was dark.
Super dark. The last drop was super fun.
I mean, like, it goes fast a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
And more if you expect that it's gonna go fast in the last hole.
Yeah, definitely. So let's go. Let's go, brother.
Let's go, mate.
Woo! Let's go. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Woo! Hey! Woo!
Next up, the kiddie slide. The kiddie's big slide. Let's go! Yeah.
My goal here really is just to show what being on the cruise boat is like. It's way more fun than I ever thought it would be. And honestly, I'd full recommend going on a cruise. It is a really fun way to travel if you can find a cruise that just kind of touches on a bunch of places that you just want to try out and see if they're worth going to. Of all of these places that we went, honestly, there's only one that I'll probably return to again and again if I get the chance. In order to find out, you're gonna have to watch my video that covers like the islands that we traveled to. They're all pretty, so check it out. I'll link it here on the end screen.